Hey guys, what's up? This is the watch list video for Wednesday, July 7th. The SPY looks like a gap down, maybe a little bit, or kind of a flat open, but had kind of an all-day slow sell-off. Well, I should say a all-morning slow sell-off, and then rebounded and ended up, going out fairly close to its highs. So slow, quiet day. We are in we're in a holiday week. Market was closed yesterday, and so now we're in a holiday week, and we're in summer. So you kind of expect slower stuff. Having said that, some still really nice stuff in the chat room for those of you who didn't make it today, and that's SQBG. I'm going to go show you the call, but if you look at it, you say, wow, anyone who went long got killed, but, not as a day trader, right? We rent them. So let me show you. And I was getting ready to call this. I noticed that SQBG was on the morning gap playlist. Topped out at 18 in the opening 2 minutes. We look for whole number inflection points, especially on a recent high flyer, especially on a morning gap play where you have a seller's fail scenario. And so I was sitting there looking at this, and I see that Wayne typed in SQBG over 18 idea, right? So the good thing is I already had it up and was ready to go, and I caught Wayne's idea, right? So there, and actually, let's see, 4 minutes after the trigger, it halted right around $20. And then came out of the halt all the way up here. So another one of Wayne's awesome calls. Basically the entry was 18, and within 8-10 minutes, not counting the time delay of the actual time it was halted, right? But 8 or 10 minutes of actual trading, the thing went up $10 a share. Pretty neat start to the day. And BSQR, I also gave the idea of a red to green there. Kind of a similar setup, right? Recent high flyer. Sellers came in at the open. Just calling it back through the red to green, and which triggered right there. Red to green in our case means back through the opening price. Has nothing to do with yesterday's close like some people use it. And that thing never looked back either. There's 5-minute candles. And certainly this one's on watch tomorrow. So there's just a couple highlights from the day. There were several good calls in the chat room. But a slow day, nicely green day. All right, so what do we watch for tomorrow? I'll just start with B-square. BSQR had this big pop 5 sessions ago. Pulled back, and next thing you know, it's kind of almost challenging that area. So certainly on watch for, I don't know, maybe a red to green or some kind of setup like that tomorrow. Any one of our A+ setups, and I'll give this one a shot. 202 million shares traded today. That's unreal. It still didn't hit the volume from 5 days ago. But anyway, OPTT, more of a quiet play, right? Had the big pop on Friday, and then kind of a quiet inside day, maybe through 3 tomorrow if this thing gets going. That's kind of an interesting spot. ANY, kind of an interesting daily chart, right? You had the big volume pop here, put in a lower high around 320, and it's kind of starting to curl back up. So this is just basically a chart play. I wouldn't call it an in-play stock, other than I believe it's in the software space, and MRIN and BLIN and BSQR, they're all in the software space. I don't think any trader can tell you why that space is running, other than MRIN put in a monster squeeze and people are looking for sympathy. There's the MRIN, by the way, still closing above Friday's close. So, I mean, that thing's been unreal. So anyway, I think ANY, some traders are putting it in the same space. So it's worth watching with a nice daily chart. XELA had a nice kind of 2-day pop here that topped out at 311 4 sessions ago. Came back down and is curling right back up. Nice volume today. We're going to keep our eyes on that one tomorrow. DTST, really nice pop out of a long sideways base. Good volume for the stock. Topped out at 824 before closing at 729. So closing well off its highs, but I do like the looks of this one, and we're going to keep a close eye on this one tomorrow. AMST, also decent volume, kind of getting close to the high from about 4 or 5 days ago. So we're going to watch that one. RCAT. I believe was deemed a sympathy to OSAT. Anyway, really strong day, really strong volume. We'll look for a follow-through setup tomorrow. Wave, I wanted to put this one on watch. It's only been trading for 3 sessions, but it gapped, well, it didn't gap up. It opened at 16 on its opening day, sold off, then had the big gap up, ran all the way to 30, but went out all the way at the low of day. Then today gaps up and finally kind of put in a nice intraday reversal. So I am putting this on bounce watch. You chat room members know exactly what we look for on bounce plays. So, keep this one on watch tomorrow. Again, I told you guys this a couple days ago. I want to make money on a donut stock. And so DNUT, which is Krispy Kreme, used to be KKD when they used to trade years ago. Anyway, had the big opening day, and now you've got a couple days lower, but it's still inside of the opening day's range, declining volume in the last couple days. I think it's still worth watching for one of our A+ intraday bounce play setups. And again, I want to make money on a donut stock. PBTS, really nice rip today, closing off its highs, but a really strong stock. We're gonna watch that one. CTSO, also nice volume and a pretty strong close. And then a couple potential gappers tomorrow. BDR, as I'm talking, is trading at $1.77 in after hours. And so that's a potential gapper. We'll see if it's still gapping in the morning. And then YGMZ is trading at $5.70 right now in after hours. So those are two gappers I want to watch, assuming they're still gapping tomorrow, BDR and YGMZ. And that's it. Really nice day today. I'm going to leave it at that, and we'll see everybody in the chat room in the morning.